Welcome to Omar's Story Nook, where history gets spicy, legends get a remix, and imagination runs wild. Every tale you hear is a whisper of Omar, echoing across time, culture, and the soul. Anansi, the spider, the storyteller, the trickster. He stole stories from the sky gods. He spun truth from lies. He danced across kingdoms with a smirk and 8 legs. But there is one tale that has not been told. The tale of how Anansi saved all of time by weaving a web between worlds. The universe is held together not by gravity, not by light, but by story. Every planet, every heartbeat, every soul is threaded to another by tales. Stories we remember, stories we repeat, stories we dream. But one day, the story unraveled. Timelines frayed like old rope, chronologies twisted like vines in a storm. A grandmother forgot her own lullaby. A king wept, unsure why he went to war. A child stared at the stars but no longer imagined. Even the gods fell silent, as if someone had erased their names from the book of time. And in the silence between seconds, in the hush between heartbeats, Anansi heard something no one else did. The sound of forgetting, not a scream, not a whisper, but the absence of meaning, the empty space where a tale should be. And he knew the world was in trouble again. So Anansi did what only Anansi could do. Time to spin. He spun a suit, not of silk but of starlight, threaded with quantum fiber infused with meat and memory. It shimmered like rain on obsidian. It whispered the names of dead gods. And when Anansi put it on, he no longer walked. He glided through timelines, through dimensions, through forgotten dreams. In one world, he was a spider in a child's dream, whispering bedtime riddles. In another, he was a hacker in a basement, typing in code that rewrote fate. In another still, he was a breeze that carried the last story of a dying planet into the ears of a sleeping moon. In every world, Anansi left threads, tiny anchors of memory, a proverb scrawled in graffiti, a bedtime song no one knew they knew, a glitch in a machine that whispered a name too old for code. He wasn't just walking through time, he was reweaving it, not to fix it, not to control it, but to remember it. Because when stories fade, so do we. But something else had been spinning too. Something older than the stars, hungrier than death, more patient than gods. The nothing. It didn't rage, it didn't roar. It simply consumed. It fed on forgotten names, on unsaid love, on unwritten poems, a creature made of silence, invisible and inevitable. It saw Anansi's threads like cracks in its mirror, luminous, alive, unacceptable. So it came hunting. It clawed through time, devouring the echoes of what had been. A forgotten wedding vow? Gone. A hero's last words? Gone. The lullaby your great grandmother once hummed to a child she never met? Gone. And Anansi laughed, not out of arrogance, but because he had a plan. He led the nothing on a chase through creation, past collapsed stars and unborn planets, through dreams that had never been dreamed, until finally he lured it to the fast web, a place older than time, older than memory, older than even truth. And there, Anansi told the tale, a final tale, a lie so clever, so precise, so beautiful that even the nothing listened. He told the nothing that it had never existed, that it was just a dream someone forgot to finish. That silence itself was born from song. And because the nothing had no story of its own, it believed him. And in that belief, it disappeared, vanished, trapped in the reflection of a lie it made real. And the web held like a net of light across the stars, like an ancient lullaby whispered back to life. And slowly, the world remembered. The girl in Lagos remembered her grandmother's riddle. The teacher in Kingston remembered a story her father told beneath mango trees. The boy in Detroit remembered why he loved the stars. Laughter returned, so did tears, names, poetry, legacy. The universe exhaled, and Anansi, gone, not dead, not lost, just between threads, waiting, listening for the next loose stitch in the fabric of everything. Some say he lives in your ceiling, others say he's in the cloud. Both might be right. If your Wi Fi flickers strangely, if a word appears in your dreams, if a spider taps just once on your window pane, listen, because Anansi is still weaving in lullabies, in cold, in the pause between heartbeats, and maybe, just maybe, in the stories you tell. Because without story, there is no time, no truth, no you. Every world spin on its story, and every story needs a trickster. Until the next whispers of Oma, stay listening.